Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm Vincent Meza. This is Listings to Leads. And Chris and I have been talking for a while, and we finally got an account for all of you. We're going to launch it right after this call. But I want to show you what's what it's about, what it does, and why you want to use it, and give you a little bit of how you can use it. So I'm a little distracted here because I can still see people coming on. Hmm. Let's talk about what we do. So we've been here for 15 years. Our focus is on real estate advertising, and it's to help agents find buyers and find sellers. And if you have listings, that's great because we can leverage those listings and we can get you more listings. We can obviously get you buyers, but we can get you more listings. We have clients who have told us that they get 2 or 3 listings from every listing that they run through our system. So if you're a listing agent, this is definitely something that you want to be watching of what we're going to talk about. And if you want more listings, we have a whole stack of tools to help you do that. Now, Chris, I thought I sent a flyer to you guys, and I hope everybody gets that. You can email it to everybody.
Yes, we did. It's actually in the Google. If you're watching this, guys, it's in the Google link too, and it was also emailed out.
Cool, cool. I'm going to pull that up just as a resource, but I might review it or come back to it. I do a call every 2 weeks called Top Tools for More Listings. And I think that is an important discussion or a topic because ever since the NAR settlement, that you have to pay attention to that. So when we get leads, we do it in a few different areas. We do it with social media, both free social media and paid social media ads. We do it with print tools, and we do it with email tools. Now we have unlimited landing pages. They're all templated. We'll look at those in a minute. We also, each of you have 80 PDF guides that are about 5 or 6 pages long. And 40 are for home buyers and 40 are for home sellers. And just like everything else, you can use social media, paid ads, e-flyers, and print tools to get people to download those. All the things I've just described, and I haven't even described all the marketing stuff we do for your listing, everything has multiple call to actions built in. So you can either capture buyer leads or seller leads. Okay. So there's a lot to this. And I'm sure by the end of this call, some of your heads are going to be spinning. And that's understandable. The thing about listings to leads, like I said, we've been doing this for 15 years. Our goal is to make sure that our clients have the tools that they need for wherever they are in the cycle of their business. They have listings, maybe they're going on a listing presentation, or they don't have listings. In either of those situations, you are going to have tools here to help you get buyer and seller leads. Before we dive in, I want to point out that we have leadgenwebinars.com. I'm going to see if I can send this to people right now. I can. So this will be in the little chat panel for Zoom. And this is where you sign up for live classes. My partner, Scott, does a class every week that kind of covers a big story of farm marketing. How do you use our system to develop your farm market? I do a class called Facebook and Google. And when I do that class, it's basically how do you get buyers and how do you get sellers with Facebook and Google? Then I do a get started, which is for all of our new clients. And we have new clients signing up every day. I do a class for lenders, and I do top tools for more listings, right? So you can sign up for all these classes. I do the ones that I do about 11 a.m. Pacific on Monday and Thursday. But Lead Gen webinars is where you can see all those. Now, we also record all of them. And I think that makes this page right here one of the strongest resources to learn what you have available to you now. I do every class that Scott does. They're right here. And obviously we're talking when I'm talking about top tools for more listings, that's right here. Get started is somewhere in Facebook and Google, but Scott does a lot of kind of unique stories about the platform. And if you want to know what you can do with this, you should definitely spend some time on this page. Okay. And while we're here, I'm going to show you something a little bit to the reason of why you should use this. So we had one of our long-term clients do, and it was interviewed by RE Technology, and the owner of the office was interviewed, and the top agent was interviewed. And this guy here is the top agent. I'm going to turn this up and let you, it's just like a minute long. It's not even a minute long, but I'm going to tell you why.
Transactions per listing. So right now, it's listings to lead. What we're recommending all of our team members to use, and they're like high adopters. There's an easy button to run Facebook ads. There's an easy button to run Google ads. There's a checklist in terms of threat marketing, like a nearby homeowner letter that can go out like people to our catered and food truck open houses. And it's just to stick to the checklist that they have in terms of building business. And this is honestly how we have scaled to getting about 2.2 additional transactions per listing. I would that's the one tool that we would not be able to live without. And I'd recommend that to people on our team that are joining to use, and anybody outside of our team.
I want to tell you a quick story about this guy. We learned about him. I sold their office in 2017. In 2018, he came in our mastermind group. And that's something that you need to get into. I'm going to show you where to join the mastermind. It's a private group on Facebook. It's where our clients talk about what's going on, what questions they have, what successes they have. And we learned about Dustin, that guy there, in 2018 when he posted a letter saying, hey, our highest ROI is your nearby homeowner letter. This is actually our top tool for getting listings. So if you want more listings, you're going to want to learn about this. We create it automatically. He downloaded a bunch. He got a little one calendar. He used Canva and made a little Zillow review and mails it to 250 homes first class. He ends up getting 10 listings for mailing 250 homes. And that was 2018. I think he was a realtor for 2 years at that point. In that year, we did a call with him because he was very vocal in our mastermind group as soon as this happened and for a couple of years after. And he told us, he did the call. He said, I've only been in the business for 2 years and I'm using your system. My business has gone from 5 to 20 million. And 80% of my business comes from your tools. And I was blown away to hear that. And I said, how much time do you put in this system to do that, to triple your business? He says, 2 hours a week. I put my daughter in ballet and I go next door to Starbucks and I work on my laptop and I do the work that I need to do. And the thing that he just listed there in that little video is exactly the same tools he's been using for years. And while that was 2018, he now has the top team in an office of 1,000. So when I sold the office, they had 300 agents. Now they have 1,000. He has a group of 24 agents working with him, and that's his team. He's the top agent in that outfit. He's even written a book. And one of the sections of the book, you can buy it on Amazon, is about us. And I just wanted to kind of state that because
I'm sorry. People are waiting to be let in. Is that possible?
let in where?
Into the Zoom meeting, it says they're saying they're waiting to be let.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, give me control and I'll do that for you.
I just admitted everybody. I'm not sure how. Let me see if I can do that.
So you don't have to
Ah,
worry about it.
yeah. I just don't know how to add you.
I haven't used Zoom in a while.
Yeah. I added you as a participant so you can share. So maybe you'll be able to see that.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to get in the mastermind group. It's not all about Dustin. I'll show you some other names in there as well. But let's get into the system and just talk very briefly about what's available and where you can see that. So when you log in, really the main work areas are over here on the left-hand side. There's a marketing calendar. Let's start there. It's at the very top. On this, there's actually a daily activity that you can do. And if you read under it, you can see that some of the activities are to get buyers, some are to get sellers, some are to get both. And we make it really easy. If it's a sold marketing. So what is sold marketing? The checklist to do it is here. Detailed step-by-step instructions are here. And if you have homes that can be marketed as sold or pending, they're going to be right here. And you can click market, and then you can execute on all the things that are on the checklist, right? And so the marketing calendar is actually useful. But the reason I want to bring you here is on top is a tab that says resources. And this is where you can join our YouTube class. You can follow our Instagram channel. Now, our YouTube, we were looking at YouTube, and I definitely think everybody should spend some time looking at a few videos there. But on YouTube and on Instagram, we have 1-minute video shorts, which gives you kind of like, sometimes it's new technology, but most of the time it's people who are having really great success. They've done something and we're sharing how they did it in 1 minute. And here is the place to join the mastermind group. And down here, you can sign up for the live webinars. So that's all in the marketing calendar. And let's skip dashboard for a minute and let's go down to listings. So your listing should auto flow in based on your email that's in your MLS. And so your listing should show up in this system. After this call, I'm going to flick a switch over here and you're all going to get a welcome email and it's going to say log in, and we're going to let the system automatically reach out. It usually takes a couple of hours where we reach out and pull all your listings in. So ideally, when you get that welcome email, you're going to log in and set everything up. And I'm going to show you why and how in just a minute. So when your listing hits here, it's usually, we're going to get it when it's just listed. And some of your listings might be later than that, but that's usually how we get it. And then here you can create an ad on Facebook. I don't know if you create ads on Facebook, but if you want to talk to more buyers and more sellers, this is literally the fastest, easiest, and cheapest way to get name, email, and phone number of buyers and sellers. It's running an ad on a home that's for sale or running an ad on a home that's sold, right? And all you have to do is click create ad, and that's going to do it. Now, there's a lot more things you can do. You can target other cities with this home. You can turn this into a video, or you can make this a carousel ad. And when you go look at this channel over here, which is, you'll see that I do a class on Facebook and Google. So I go in more detail, but we don't want to go in too much detail today because we want to make sure we get all of the points here. We also do free social media auto posting. So you connect your social media accounts and we're going to auto post. It's going to look just like an ad, but this is only going to the people who follow you on your socials. Okay. We also put a landing page behind it. And so if somebody sees it, they might click on it. And then when they click on it, they're going to land here. And if they want more information, they click continue with Facebook, and we're going to grab their name and email, and we're going to send it to you. We're going to email it to you. I'll show you later where we can connect to your social media, or not social media, but to your CRM, so we can drop it there. Now there's tool for the sellers. There's postcards and door hangers. There are e-flyers for your database. So if you have a deep CRM, you can take this and copy it and blast it out. That hyperlink there, let's see, it's not going too far. That hyperlink, that photograph, those drive you to become buyer leads. Click on any of those. If we scroll down, that hyperlink and that graphic drives you to a page to get your free home value. These are listing leads. And down here, there's another link to become a listing lead, and all your reviews can be seen here. So one flyer has multiple call to actions. We actually recommend that if you have more than 200 leads in a CRM somewhere, that you are copying one of our flyers and blasting it on your leads once a week. There's over a year's worth of content there. Now, we also have single property websites and virtual tours. We have a whole open house marketing toolkit. There's an online sign-in form here. There's QR codes and flyers and all kinds of stuff like that. I do want to point out, however, this tool here, which is the nearby homeowner letter. This is the number one tool. I was mentioning it when I mentioned Dustin Fox earlier, that was the first thing we learned about. He's like, hey, I mailed out 250 and I got a bunch of listings, right? We hear that all the time. That is the number one tool for getting listing leads. And notice, it's not like a super sexy tool. It's really designed for an ADD nation. You look at it in 3 seconds, you make an action. And the action that we really want to have happen is that they read that you just listed something up here or you just sold something up here, but that's going to affect your home value, and go get your home value here. So this is a piece of paper that you should be mailing to people with equity, right? You may mail to people with more than 5 years equity. This is one of the smartest things you can do. They will take this piece of paper. If they want their home value, they can walk to their own computer, type in that address, land on this page, give you their address and email, and they will get an instant home value. Okay. Not everybody's going to do that. only the people who really want to know their home value. So while I say Facebook is great because you can get name, email, and phone number, it's easy. The quality of those leads is not typically as high as the quality of these leads, especially if you're mailing it to people with equity. And if you want to mail it to people with equity, you can buy a list from companies like Remine or Arch Agent or List Source or RedX, or even there's Vulcan 7 other companies. But we have an integrated printer right here called Express Copy. And these guys are national printers. And if you connect it, you'll have a green button here that says print and mail. And when you do this, you can say, get the mailing list and decide what your radius is going to be around that house. And they will download 100, fold them, put them in envelopes, and mail them to single family homeowners with more than 6 years equity. This is a really smart and very simple thing to do because all you got to do is click that green button. This is our number one tool. It has been for years for getting high quality listing leads, not high volume of listing leads, but leads that turn into listings, right? So that's the easy way. And I know sometimes we want to know the hard way. And I want to show you the hard way because our clients who have been clients for years don't use Express Copy. They do it themselves. This lady, Pat's been a client since I think for 14 years now, and she's been in the Mastermind group. You should actually write down her name and see what she's been doing for years. She always prints out 100 when she has something just listed and she mails it out. She prints out another 100 when it's just sold. These are just sold, but before she mails it, she flips it over and uses Microsoft Publisher to make it look like an envelope. Then she hand folds them, hand writes those envelopes, and mails them out. And why would she do that when Express Copy can do it like in 2 clicks? She had 4 homeowners calling on the first batch of just listed, and another 4 that wanted to sell with her on the second batch. So 1 home and 200 pieces of mail got her 8 more listings. Pat has been using this and talking about this tool for many years in the Mastermind group. I think you can learn a lot if you check out her name there. So that's the nearby homeowner letter. And that's, if you want more listings, you can do that. And also, let's say you don't have a listing, but you actually want a listing in, I don't know, Hartford, right? Hartford, but you don't have your own listing. You could borrow a listing from a colleague, an agent, put it in here, and all those tools that I'm showing you would be right there. So you could run an ad, a couple thousand people would see that you're working in Hartford. You can mail out that letter to homeowners in Hartford, right? So you can do that. You can build your farms even if you don't have listings.
How do you do that, Vince?
Right here, it says add listing and grab listing, drop in the zip code and MLS ID and just grab it. It'll pull all the photos in, and all those tools that I'm showing you are going to be boom, right there. Okay.
Awesome.
Now, I mentioned that we have PDF guides. We've set up your account so it has your colors, your branding, your logo, and it doesn't have your headshot. And I'm going to talk a bit about that in a moment. But there are 80 PDF guides. There are 40 for buyers and there are 40 for sellers. And you can download them here, but you can also run ads. So let's give it a second to hit. Okay, it's there. So how 12 mistakes to avoid, right? Click marketing tools. And here you can see, oh, you can run an ad on Facebook. You can run an ad on Google. To run the ad on Facebook, all you need to do is type in the name of the town that you want to target and click create ad. You could run an ad on Google. You do need to connect your Google account to do that. This is a very smart thing to do, running ads on Google. It's the #1 website in the country. I really only recommend it if you're trying to find listing leads. I don't recommend using Google for buyers because the leads cost more and the Facebook ads generate really high quality buyer leads for less money. You can also share this for free on social media. And you heard me say these earlier. There's an e-flyer. You can copy this and blast it out on your CRM. And there are print tools, right? Door hangers, print flyers. There's in the Mastermind group, you'll see that one of our agents that's doing, what was he doing? Open house. And he took, I want to say 4 or 5 different print flyers from the PDF guides, put them in a little clear acrylic stand and just put one in the laundry room, put one in the bedroom so that you could just go, oh, 12 mistakes to avoid. I can scan it with my phone and download that right now. Boom, I will do that. If you do scan it, we're going to ask you for your name and email. So you're actually able to capture leads with these print flyers. So that's the PDF guides. I'm going to skip a section here and I'm going to go to landing pages. Now, landing pages they're simple websites, right? They're 1 or 2 pages long. Here's one for value. Here's one for down payment assistance, new construction. You can see them here. You can edit them here, right? We also give you an iBuyer landing page. And this one's kind of a new one we created, investor penny on the dollars. It just is talking about, is somebody lowballing you for your home? We can get you top dollar, right? And somebody created this, used it, and it was really getting good leads. So we popped it in the system. But you can always go up here to create landing page, and you will see that there are templates for FSBOs, for expireds, for nearby sold homes. I don't think that actually works well, but Property Valuation Plus actually gives the instant home value. We even have things for empty nesters, and there's a lot of boomers that need to downsize. That's a tool that you can just market and send to them, right? All of those tools that I'm showing you are all designed to capture leads. And there are more, but I'm going to stop in a minute. But I want to show you this one because I think this is pretty solid as well. If you have reviews out on the internet, on like Zillow, on Google, on Facebook, you can add them. You can import them into our platform. If it doesn't show up here, you can manually add it and you can copy it over from Yelp or whatever. But all of those reviews are embedded in the appropriate tools, and they're right on this page. And there's a marketing plan, which is really just top notch. It's basically a listing presentation. If you want it, you can have it. You just got to give us your contact information.
Vincent,
Yes,
question. Are you also integrated with Rate My Agent?
we're not integrated there, no. But you can copy them and put them in.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have I don't think they actually have an API to do that because we have a lot of clients that do that. You'll notice here, you can snap in your own testimonial. All those PDF guides that I was talking about earlier, they're right here. You can download it again if you give us your contact information. And then all of your listings are here. So this page that's actually designed to showcase your reviews is just loaded with lead capture with you. If I click on this, it's going to drop on the single property website that we designed for your property. And you can probably imagine there's going to be lead capture here somewhere as well, right? So when you get that, if you get your reviews in here, copy this right here, go over to Facebook. You want to be friends with your clients on this one and tag your client and thank them, right? And say, hey, it was great to work with you and enjoy your home, all this and that. Because when you do that, and you tag your client, all their friends and family and colleagues are going to see that. And it's not a paid ad that disappears in 7 days. This stays there forever. And you'd be surprised that people, relatives and colleagues and stuff, they'll log in weeks later after you've done this, maybe even months later. We've seen it months later. And they see this, and they go, oh, so-and-so sold their home. I'm thinking about real estate. They click it and you know what's going to happen. They're going to click that. They're going to land on this, and that's all about you. So that's yes.
You turn, if you wanted to say maybe, if you want to allow them to download those booklets without lead capture, can you do that? Can you turn it off, or is it always on?
I don't think so. There are some places where you can turn it off. That particular place, I don't think so. You could on this section, you see here, you can actually turn sections off. So let's see. Video reviews or PDF guides. Let's click. So you can actually go here and yeah, you can't turn off the lead capture. You can turn them off. You can say, oh, I don't want new construction. So you can control what's showing there, but the lead capture there, you can. Yeah.
Real quick, as a second to that question, is for the lead capture, is there non-gated lead gen?
What do you mean non-gated?
Because I recognize that you have to use basically you scan a PDF, and in order to be able to get the access to the content, it means you have to put your details. So is there any way to make it so that that basically that gate isn't there? Like maybe you could ask for details after, rather than having it so details first and then people have to see the content after.
In some places, yes,
Okay.
but not in PDF guides. I will tell you this. When you look at a PDF guide, and let's go over here and look at them. Let me show you how it works. There are print, right? And there are QR codes so you can scan that, but QR codes don't actually capture leads. They just get the mobile, they get a link to the phone. So you don't have a lead at that point. And let me show you, here's an e-flyer for the database, right? And so this is an e-flyer that you send, but they're all going to send you to a page, which is essentially a landing page. And let's go, where is the landing page? Here it is. So this is where you ask for that. And just so you understand, because our focus is capturing leads for our clients, that's going to capture leads, right? If you want to give it to somebody, you can download it and email it, but that's, you have that option as well. So we've talked about that. Let's talk about social content over here real quick. Social content is free content. It's a set and forget area. And I'm going to show you how to set it up in a minute. But what you do is you connect your socials. You tell us how many days a week you want, and then you choose these topics. You can actually auto post your PDF guides to your socials throughout the year. You can also choose a lot of, God, this nonsense. Sorry. You get holidays like US holidays and international holidays. You can decide what you want. You can also do like home design. I usually recommend a handful of these. Kitchen design. These are really colorful, good looking photos with a little bit of text. This is not like heavy industry read stuff. This is social media stuff. And you save that. And what's great about it is our clients are telling us that their Instagram networks are increasing from that content. And if they're using Google My Business, the frequent content is being ranked by Google and taking them to page 1 on real estate searches in their local market. So if you do use Google My Business, definitely make sure and turn this section on. So as you can see, there's a lot of tools, there's a lot of branding, there's a lot of things for buyers, there's a lot of stuff for sellers. And you've got print tools, you've got e-flyers. I do want to really talk a little bit about the ads. So you actually connect your own Facebook ad account. So you need to have a credit card on your Facebook business page. And from there, you can create ads on listings. If you do early stage ads like just listed, open house, or active, the call to action is to get buyer leads. If you do an ad on a home that is pending or under contract or sold, you are going to get listing leads. So the same listing can get you buyers and sellers at various stages. I want to point out that usually our default setting is lead ads. And this is really important. This is one of the things that our clients love. Lead ads means that when somebody sees the ad on Facebook, whether it's on their phone or on their desktop, they can click on it, right? They're going to see this, they're going to click on it, and this little window is going to pop up with their name, phone number, and email auto-populated from their profile. And it's guess, do you want that information? And they basically say yes. Every ad, this is for pending. So the budget is $50 for a 7-day ad. When you run an ad on a home that is pending, the leads usually cost between $5 and $7 each. So if it's $5 each, you can expect 10 leads. That number changes. You could run this same ad on this same house each week, and your lead cost would be different each week. It's set on like auction based. I don't exactly know how Facebook does it, but I know that the price is always changing. Okay. So if you run an ad on a home that's sold, those leads typically cost between $7 and $10 each. Okay. It's the language up here is almost the same. I do recommend watching my class on Facebook and Google Ads because I talk about how to make these better and work better. But a lot of our clients can run an ad just like this without changing anything and get listings out of it. And not just listing leads, but listings. So this is I think in a very efficient way, it's fast to get seller leads with name, email, and phone number. And I want to stress that a little bit because if you looked at all the tools I was showing you, and there are many that I didn't show you, they are going to get name and email. If you try to ask for a phone number with our tools or with any tools on the internet, people are not going to type in their phone number. There's so many scams. There's phone calls and robocalls and whatever. There's scams in email. There's scams on Facebook, right? There's scams all over the place. So nobody's going to give you your phone number. However, if you run it out on Facebook and their name, email, and phone number is sitting right there, and it's, do you want the information on an open house? There's only one answer, yes. People are looking at it and they give it to you. We've been doing this for 15 years. We've been capturing leads for 15 years. And I can tell you, Facebook is the number one place to get name, email, and phone number for buyers and for sellers. So you can also run ads on any of those PDF guides that we were talking about, right? Any of the 80, right? You can also run ads on any of those landing pages that I showed you, and any landing page that you create in our system, you can run an ad. There's different costs for those leads. Some buyer leads are cheaper than seller leads. If you run a PDF guide ad for listings, those leads on average cost $10 each. If you create a instant home value page for your favorite town, I've got one down here for Memphis, you can run an ad on that on Facebook, right? Those leads, I don't know they're on average $15 each. That's right. They might be a little bit more in your area if you have higher priced homes, you got a lot of competition, but you can make that. You can put a picture of some local landmark and you can type this in and boom, go for it. I think it's really smart to create custom landing pages for your favorite farm markets and run ads like this. I do want to point out that targeting is really not great. Now it might be, let me take something here. Here's the problem. I'm just going to point it out and I'm going to remind you to take my class on Facebook and Google. Because when you run an ad on Facebook, it always says minimum 15 miles. Okay. So hit this city. Let's say you created a landing page for Stamford, Connecticut. It's going to show to all these people out here. Right. Now, I'm not exactly sure where you are, but if you're in Turnbull, all these people are going to see this Turnbull ad. That's not great. And that gets into a concept that I talk about of creating a custom audience on Facebook, buying a list of homeowners with equity from companies like Remind, RadX, Agent, and then go into our ads page here and upload it. And that list will live inside your private Facebook account. It's only yours. You create it right here. You can call it whatever you want to call it, right? And it's got to be 1,000 leads long. But now if you're running ads for homeowners in that town, it's only going to be seen by those people that you know have equity because that's what you paid for. This is a little more advanced, but if you're very serious about getting listings, you might want to think about this. There are a lot of ways of getting listing leads. You don't have to go through that, but there are some people that want to own their farm markets. You're going to want to do something like that. So there's a little bit more. You can run ads on Google, things like that. I want to talk now about how you set your account up. Okay. You're going to get an email when I get off this call, and it's going to say, hey, Chris has got you an account. Log in. Here's your ID and password to log in. And you're going to land right on this page, but Scott's picture is not going to be there. It's going to want your picture. So put your photograph in there. If there's anything that is required from your MLS, add it. Go to the next page. Your logo and color scheme is already going to be there. If you need your office number in for MLS rules, put it there. But then here's where kind of the automation happens on the next page. So we auto post your listings to social media. We create a virtual tour for each listing and we put it on YouTube. If you have your own YouTube channel, so if you have your own Gmail, you probably have your own YouTube channel. We will auto post your listings at every stage on these socials here. So you can connect them. And there's some of the landing pages we also auto post, like what is your home worth, the instant home value, new construction. And you can decide if you want them on or off, but we're designed to auto post. Now here is where we connect your Facebook ad account. And as I mentioned, this is a great place to get leads with phone numbers. So if you want to be running ads, you'll connect right here. You click on Facebook. It'll say, is this you? Your name? Yes. Then it'll show you your business page and boom, it's connected and running ads on your business page. Then it says connect the social content. Remember that section I showed you? This is where you turn it all on. And you can do the home design section. You can do some inspirational quote stuff, home maintenance, and even some fun meme stuff and holiday stuff. And you can do that and set it and forget that section, right? And then here, you don't really need to worry. You can skip this because we have your emails already embedded in your profiles. And we're going to be sweeping probably within 1 to 2 hours. So your listings are going to hit automatically. And the reason why I really want you to log in and do this connection is because let's say you're not on this call and you don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen in about 20 minutes, I'm going to turn this on, and 2 hours from there, your listings are going to sweep in. If you've connected your social media, we're going to start auto posting to your socials as soon as that listing hits. And if you don't set that up, it's just going to sit there, and then you'll have to manually go in there and push it, right? And then from then on in the future, the automation will kick in. Here is where, and Chris, let me ask, what CRM? Are you guys all using the same kind of CRM?
Most of us we use the OneSuite, which is our proprietary CRM.
OneSuite, is that? I've never heard of that one. Is it?
Yeah, it's something that Realty One Group built from the ground up. So I'm not sure how to get. There may be like an API you can use, but you have to use maybe an app or whatever you want to call it to get it in there. There's really no good.
Okay, we do have Zapier inside the system. Yeah, I don't know if it's here. Yeah, right here. So you can start by using Zapier, and that would do the connection.
But you'd have to, each agent would have to get their own Zapier account. Is that how it works?
I think so.
Yeah, Diane uses Follow Up Boss. So there's some other, is Follow Up Boss in there?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, you might not, sometimes you agents have access to things and they don't set it up. They don't know how to use it. We have our own drip campaigns right here. So you don't have to do that. You can turn this on, and our drip campaigns actually, they close appointments. And I think that's what a drip campaign should do. We have a lot of evidence. A lot of our clients say, hey, you know what? Because our drip campaigns incorporate our PDF guides and incorporate our landing pages. Every other message has value that they can use. And if they open it and start downloading it, that gets you a lot closer. Diane has her hand raised. Do you have a question, Diane? You should be able to unmute and ask a question. Let's see here. Pedro's here. Okay, let's see. What is it saying? Yeah, here's where you add your reviews, and then you're all done. And I think it's going to ask, how do you got in here or whatever. That's how you set it up. That's literally how you set it up. I do recommend that you go, once you've done that setup, you go over to the landing page section and you click Create Landing Page, and you click and you create Property Valuation Plus. Okay, that's the instant home value page. And so whatever you're going to be the town that you want to focus on, you just type in the name of the town and you click Create Landing Page, and it's going to create a generic landing page immediately. And you're going to be dropped on this page, which is like an editor. And you want to take this page, got a video in here, it looks like, and it's going to be this generic page. You don't want to go to market looking like that, because you're going to be asking people for their address and contact information. And if you show some kind of landmark, it could even be a really popular restaurant in your town. People will go, oh, my area. Okay, I'll give you my address. I'll give you my email address. Create the landing page that you want for your number one farm market. Put a picture in over here where it says upload image. That image should be about 2,000 pixels wide because it's designed to be on a desktop, which can be pretty big. So you don't want like a small little photograph in there. It'll get pixelated. And then from there, just like everything else, you can click marketing tools. You can run ads on Facebook. You could share for free. You got print tools. I will say this. One of our clients who has his own office, he creates a landing page for his key market. And he's telling us that he is using this door hanger and sending it to Vistaprint and getting batches of 1,000. And he says, what I do is I walk the neighborhoods. I don't even door knock. I just hang these on the door and keep walking, because right on the front is a link and a QR code to get your free home value right there. And yes, to get your free home value, you got to give up an email address. We're not going to deliver without it. There will be a big hole here. You can hang that here, but whatever photo you put is going to put right there. And he says Vistaprint's just really cheap when you do it in that kind of bulk thing. So there are a lot of ways of getting our tools in front of people: print, email, free social media stuff, and paid ads. Let's talk about this place here, because I actually really like our dashboard. So, I've been talking here for about 45 minutes, and I'm sure some of your heads are spinning. This thing is very powerful. There's a lot to it, and you may not know where to go. And often the critique is, I don't know where to start. There's just so much, I just don't even know what to do. And whenever you log in, we drop you on this page, and it's the dashboard, and you can make a decision. Do you need buyer leads or do you need seller leads? If you click on either of those, it's going to tee up all the tools that are designed, in this case, to get seller leads. And as you can imagine, we talked about it, you can run ads on Facebook or on Google to get seller leads. You could market your pending homes, your later stage homes. You could run ads on them, or you could get the nearby homeowner letter, or you can get a sold postcard. There's also the landing pages designed for homeowners. They're right here, and you can click marketing tools and you can market them just the ways I was showing you. And the PDF guide, same thing. Everything that is designed to capture seller leads in our platform is on this page. Everything designed to capture buyer leads is on this page. So when you log in, you're going to always be dropped on this page. Click there and you will have that there. We do have some kind of really simple checklists, cheat sheets over here, open house marketing and active listing marketing, things like that. We rotate those. But I do want to show you something that is we just launched it. It's very cool, and you definitely need to know about this. So for those of you that are going to be going on listing presentations, we have our listing presentation. It's branded to you on every page, your picture, your logo. And up here on this tab, you can actually download it in a print format, and you can also put it in flipbook. But this is just talking about what we do, right? It doesn't talk about our company name. It just says this is what you're bringing to the table. You can also create a listing with the status of listing presentation. So we don't auto post it. We don't publish it. We don't do a lot of things. But what we do is we take our listing presentation, and when you create this listing presentation, you're ideally getting at least one photograph of the home. You can do that with your smartphone. And when you do that, we take our listing presentation and we put your photograph in. And you should all log in and download this presentation, or at least have a look at it, because this is everything that we're doing automatically. Paid advertising, social media marketing, YouTube marketing, print marketing, nearby neighbor marketing, email, right? All the things that I've just been talking about, they are all here on this document. And honestly, it's pretty impossible to compete against this, because it's really hard to do all these things. We just happen to do them automatically because that's our business, right? You can actually tell them at the table, hey, why don't you scan that with your phone? And it will send them a link with a mobile optimized website right on their phone. So it really makes you look like a tech powerhouse, and you know what you're doing, right? So it's really, we've had a lot of clients say they use this, they win every presentation they're on. I'm sure you have a lot of value. I'm sure you guys know what, is going on in real estate. But to convey the technology that we have, you can download it and print here to leave it with them, and you can show it to them here in a flipbook format if you got your laptop there. Any questions? I could keep yammering on here, but I think you got enough to know.
Okay, that's good. This was awesome. Diane before is trying to talk, but I guess you can't hear it from the microphone. So she has a question. She says, follow-up, boss. Are leads coming from our MLS? I'm licensed in 2 states. Will this work for both?
Sorry, I
The
meant
listings-
listings.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Listings.
Yeah, I did a reboot. I meant, is our listings feeding from our MLS? And the reason why I asked is because I am licensed in 2 states. So was wondering if this was going to fit for both my MLSs.
Are your MLSs, are they like close by geographically to where your same listings are going to be in both MLSs?
What?
No,
Say that
she's in
again?
Florida and Connecticut.
Oh, okay. No. So yes,
So
here's
My
how
listings in Connecticut will be in Connecticut. My listings in
understand.
Florida will be.
I understand. You go to your profile, just like this.
Uh-huh.
After you go through the wizard, go down here, and in the profile, in that setup wizard, it would ask you for one email. You can do that there or here. but put in your email, put in a comma after the .com, and don't put a space, put the next email. So is it the same email in both
Same.
MLSs?
Correct. Same email.
Oh, you might just be able to do that. Just only put the email, and ideally it's going to pull from both.
Okay.
Yeah. If it doesn't, email support or email me. We might be able to find the ID for both MLSs and we would put that there, and it would tell us pull from both MLSs. But I think just the single email should do it.
Vincent, question for you.
Yeah.
Thank
For
you.
You're welcome.
For some of us that don't have all the time in the world, do you offer a service where you can help us to get off the ground running with little difficulties and trying to learn this? Is there something like that your company offers?
Not really like one-on-one training, which maybe
Okay.
what you're thinking of. We do, however, have this section because we do live training every week. And like I said, on leadgenwebinars.com, you can sign up for that, right? And if you don't want to wait for us to do our class, every class is sitting right here. But we also have a really awesome support team. So if you have questions, you could just put it right here, and they're all watching that, and they will answer that question in minutes during the work week. I don't think they work all night or all weekend either.
Okay. Thank you.
So, but I see texting. Is that part of this? Can you have text codes to different listings?
Yeah, that's actually an add-on. And so where that works is if we're auto posting to social media, it'll say, hey, click here for instant information, whatever it is. But it'll say, or text this number to that. And so a lot of our clients, I'm not sure about your markets, a lot of our clients like sign writers. And so that number will be associated to that listing. And this is done at the agent level because an agent might print out 2 or 3 sign writers, and they sell a property and they want to reassign the number to the next property, the next listing that they have. You can do that sort of thing.
Okay. So that's extra. How much does it cost for the listing, for the texting?
$150 a month for all listings in your account. So yeah, and we're new. Since we're talking about what you can upgrade, I'm going to just tell you about something. And this is for those of you that are really trying to grow your business. This is an add-on, right? We can do it at the group. I think we can do it at the group level, but it's $50 a month. We have new technology here called AI text follow-up. And I really only recommend this to people who are concentrating on Facebook ads, because the Facebook ads are the leads that come with phone numbers. So there are a lot of agents that, they'll do 3 or 4 listings, maybe 2 listings a year, and they just want to look really good and do a really great job marketing. We're going to do that for you. There are other agents that are trying to double and triple their business. They can't do it overnight, but they can do it in a couple of years. And the way you do that is you concentrate on Facebook ads because you can have more phone numbers and you convert as many as you can. Now, what this is, and I'm showing you here, is an automated AI text follow-up, which means when you're going to reach out and to these leads with phone numbers, this software will text them with simple questions back and forth, right? If it's an open house, it's going to be related to that. And it's going to ask those questions that you would ask if you could get them on the phone. What we're seeing with this software is we have closed 10% of all of our leads to a phone call. And we give the discussion between the AI and the consumer to you and say, they're ready for a phone call. Please set that up. So you can read what they're talking about, what their answers are, and you can book that call. We're really excited. Our clients are really excited. That's an add-on too. We can talk about pricing there later, but I know if you sign up as an agent, it's like $50 a month and it'll work up to 50 leads a month. And yeah, it's pretty solid. Any other questions?
Ajay had one. Not sure if I missed this. Is there a pre-made marketing campaign, or are there pre-made marketing campaigns when there isn't a listing attached?
Pre-made marketing campaign. I don't know if I would call it a pre-made campaign, but you do have all these PDF guides. and you have all the landing pages, and you can run ads on any of those, or you can share them for free on social media, and you have print tools that you can mail out, right? And again, the landing pages and the PDF guides, there are some designed for buyers and some designed for sellers. We don't have, I, I think you would use that in your campaign, you would decide, but we don't have that kind of built out.
You mentioned something before about having campaigns built in. What were those about? That was just like buyer campaigns. So
You mean drip?
campaigns. Yep.
Yeah. So now you do have CRM,
Yep.
and ideally you have a drip campaign over there. Our drip campaigns we built in-house, right? And it's our view that we have integration with all the top API, all the top CRMs. And those drip campaigns, they're like, I don't know, they're just really wordy, and people can barely read anymore because everything is like 15 seconds long, and then my brain shuts off. Our stuff is very short. And as you can see, there are links embedded in these, and every other message has something they can download. And that's why people like these. We also have higher open rates than KB Core, and that's important too. And that has a lot to do with just how we're writing the subject line, right? So you can turn those on or not. That's just part of the system.
Okay, cool. Because I was looking at I pulled up the Zapier or Zapier.
I think it's Zapier.
Zapier. Pulled up Zapier. They do have a free account, which can do 100 tasks per month. And then it goes up to about $20 a month if you need more. So it may be worth it to try for free.
Yeah, a lot of our clients use that. And that's over on your profile. You'll see it in the wizard, but you can also come here to CRM integration, and Zapier is here. So you can type in it. There are some of the APIs here, or the Zaps, I think what they call them.
Yeah.
But there's somewhere in here that you can actually see all of them, right? Not seeing create from scratch or learn more. I think this one will show you all of the ones, right? That they have. So if there's an integration, there's a bridge to your CRM, that would be the way to find it.
You mentioned before about the social media for the Google My Business page. I think that's huge. The listings go to the Google My Business page too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Obviously you have to connect it, right? So let's go here to auto posting and connect social media accounts. You'll see this in your wizard, in that setup wizard I showed you. So it'll all be here. And you just make sure that it's these green things you click in and your business page is showing, because you can connect, but if your business page isn't showing it, it's not telling us where to push it to. And that's how you do it. So that's going to auto post your listings at every status change. And also the free home value landing page, it'll be on automatically. Down payer assistance, it'll be on, and new construction. You can turn them off or have them on, whatever you want to go out there.
And it posts solds too. When you sell it, it goes as solds.
Yeah. I don't know about your MLS. And so if you're connected, you got your auto posting connected like this, your MLS may not let us know that you've sold it, right? It might tell us that it's like pending. That's usually, most MLSs tell us it's pending. And then you could just go here and say, okay, it's sold. And then boom, we auto post it right there. We also email you a new nearby homeowner letter, and we give you a couple of tools to help you advertise that sold property.
Very cool.
Yeah.
But if you guys are watching this, I'll send an email too, but you may want, if you're going to start using this, disconnect, go to your Back at You account and undo your social medias there and that kind of stuff. And then it'll probably fade out by the end of the month or next month, just to let you guys know that. So you're not double posting everything. May look weird.
Yeah. Don't forget about our YouTube channel. I know that no agent wants to sit and watch long videos, but I can tell you this thing helps our clients' business grow. We've got stories of agents who have moved from one state to the next, and within 2 years start their own office because they've gotten so much business in the new state. And clients for years that are just getting more and more business. You can learn a lot of what people are doing in our mastermind group. Please make sure to get in there. And Chris, I'm not sure if you are in there, but if you are, you can invite people too. We will approve, we'll look at their name and we'll get them in. But you can also, as soon as you log into the system, each of you can go to the marketing calendar and on resources, Mastermind group, join group. I'm not quite sure what this does. I think this gets you to where you can actually say, I want to join, and then we'll approve it. So definitely take advantage of the mastermind group. I think I'm already connected. I think when you come here, it's going to tell you join group.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Do you have any questions? Crickets? Was that getting text messages and this is awesome. Very useful. Guys got to use it, right? Got to go learn about it, use it. We'll do some training on it too. We'll do some classes together and just play with it. But when you have your email today, make sure you log into it, set up what you said, and hopefully we can start.
Yeah. And I'll say one thing. A lot of people call and they hear about us and they're like, we want to talk about automation. And the automation is actually really cool. It's exciting. And it also just does so much work for you, the auto posting and the auto content and stuff like you don't have to really worry about social media. However, if you're trying to grow your business, even by 50%, the automation will not be doing that. It'll be doing a lot of, busy work for you. You really need to concentrate on our mailers, on our e-flyers, and on our Facebook ad software and Google ad software. But to do all those things, if you didn't notice, it's very easy. It takes a couple clicks to do those things. The automation is great. You can set it and forget it, and it's going to take care of your social media stuff. But if you're really focused on growing your business, you need to look at some of the other tools. And you can learn all those things on this YouTube channel.
So if you can get your own like social posts, like stuff, you can come in here and upload your own pictures and do your own posts, right?
Yeah. Also, like I didn't mention it because it's in the Facebook ad class, but if you're running an ad on a property and let's say that you invested in a videographer and so they have a really great video, instead of using our images, your images, or creating a carousel ad, you can actually pop the video in there and it'll show right on the ad, right on Facebook. And this is a really great thing to do if you're doing that, right? Of course, our software is going to be designed to capture leads. If you're paying for video work, and a lot of agents only do this with like particular homes, not all their homes, there's no lead capture in it at all. It just looks awesome. So instead of having a static image sitting here, you could actually click over here and say, hey, I want to change and pop in the video. And it will take that image out and have that thing running automatically, which is a very effective way of running ads on Facebook. Everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to get this recording up online. We'll probably get it to you tomorrow, but we're going to turn the account on. You're going to get a welcome email in just a few minutes.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. I look forward to work with you.
Yeah, me too. Let us know.
Thank you.
Also, just as FYI, as you're getting off the ground, feel free to email me directly. My email is on there. At some point, you'll realize, okay, I'm getting it. I'm just going to ping support. And sometimes they're faster because I'm on the phone a lot. So I appreciate your time today. Good luck with all this. Just take it bit by bit, find the tools that you want. And you should, I will repeat, you should have this document somewhere. Chris was saying that he made it available to you. All of these tools that are here, I have been talking about throughout this call. These are the ways of getting listings. And so if you want more listings, I would say print this, leave it on your desk, and you don't have to do all these every week, but you probably should be doing something every week. All right, everybody, take it easy. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.